All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hawkeye Pro Wrestling on TEW 2016. Those of you guys who are here live, I apologize. The fact that it's a text-based game means it shouldn't mean too much on stream. Maybe the mouse will get a little jumpy because of all the dropped frames, and I'm really not happy about all the dropped frames, and I sincerely apologize for that. I don't know what the hell is wrong with our internet, and I need to figure it out. Those of you on YouTube won't see it because I'm able to record at a much better quality, so without dropped frames or anything like that. So you won't really see that, but I can get going on this. We made just a little bit of money. We're getting towards Wednesday. We don't have anything left right now. We've done pretty much all of our signings and everything. I did change a couple of pictures to kind of update Kimberly and Juice, and I think that's about it. I did update Kairi Hojo as well. I think that's about it though, so I'll be able to get through going into this. Got a lot of prestige and a hell of a lot of momentum going into Adrenaline. We are in week 3, so we'll have 1 week here, and then we'll have the go-home week after this. So that'll be cool. Oh, man. Yeah, I think after a while it just starts processing so much crap. There we go. Let's see. Okay, Rocky Romero is officially left, which means Roppongi Vice is no longer. However, I did look into potentially making a new tag team with Beretta. I do have Johnny Gargano, and I haven't really done much with him, especially since DIY left, so I can at least do a little bit of something with that. And let me see here. Move on to the next deal here, because yeah, everything's kind of quiet right now. Not really any huge leaving people. I mean, Rocky Romero just left, but not a lot of leavers or signers or anything like that. There is going to be some, I think maybe, oh boy, just two negative influences. I'm gonna take an assumption here and say they probably didn't bond over something. Yep, they got into a fight with Evie, caused some damage to a rental car. Yeah, just fine her. She improved her behavior, and everyone's happy. Good. Well, that helps. Oh, look at that. Oh shit. Okay. She got her act together, and it looks like both Evie and Io Shirai aren't negative influences anymore. Oh my god, does that mean that I won't have to deal with the headache that is Evie? I won't have to deal with all these ridiculous-ass headaches? I really hope so. Speaking of headaches, I'd like you guys to, like, stop hating each other. No? Okay. Let me see here. They chose Lowell again, but I think, like I said, we'll just keep going to the Sanctuary for these shows. You know, sell it out, get a good crowd for Adrenaline. We can move around for our other shows here, and that should be okay. And let me see here. Got that? All right, booking screen. Now, I gotta check the history of this and see what we did besides amazing. I know what I'm looking towards. I need to bring up my booking sheet because I know what I'm looking towards in the future. I just need to get to that point. I have pretty much everything booked with the exception of one match, it looks like. And then maybe a couple of small things afterwards. All right, I am gonna have to change some things up a little bit, and yeah, because Roppongi Vice were supposed to be at the pay-per-view, and that's not gonna happen. So we'll just slot somebody else in there that was meant for something else. And then we can move... move these guys over here. Sorry, this is a lot of off-camera stuff right now. I'm just rearranging my booking plans real quick to make sure that I have everything under control with that, and we'll be a-okay with how everything's going there. Okay, so we had 94. Let's see where we sit here. We did Briscoe's Roppongi Vice. We did Goats Curry and Cream. Okay, so we did a lot of we did the TV title stuff. We did the Dunn Reynolds thing. Okay, so it looks like we did just about everything. So let's see here. Let's get a one-on-one match to open this up, and we will do. I would like to start off hot with the Marty Scurll deal. So we'll have Scurll come out, and he'll need a face. Typically a lower on the totem pole face. Matt Cage. Matt Cage hasn't been shown in a little while. You can put Matt Cage out there. And let's see here. 85 stamina. The psychology's pretty good. Alright. And then we can do good psychology stamina. Alright, so this might be our storytelling match. And for about 14 minutes, we'll have them go all out. We're going to give Scurll the victory. This will be our storytelling match. Open it up, because I think there's a difference. I think Scurll's an opener and Cage is a mid-carder. Lower mid-carder. Okay, so it's not much of a difference. But either way, we'll make a decisive win. Oh shit! Was it Matt Cage that I did the finger break spot to? Was that what I did? I'm gonna save this and check it. I think it would have been that first adrenaline. Scurll defeats Matt Cage. Yeah, okay. So I've already goddamn had him beat up Matt Cage. Fuck it. We'll give him a decisive win. Why not? I'll keep Matt Cage strong though. You know, he's coming back from the finger injury. We'll book a little bit of something that gives him that sort of babyface heat of like, you know, my fingers aren't fully healed, but I still want another shot at him. Let's take a look. What should I do here? Let's do tag team competition. Oh man. All right. So we got a lot of tag team. I put some female tag teams in there as well, so there's going to be a lot of just there we go. Let's do the Briscoes and the Goats. I'm trying to think. Actually, let's do... Yeah. Let's do about 17 there. We'll give Mark Briscoe a win. Open match it. They probably can't call it in the ring. That's actually some pretty good psychology. I'm actually kind of surprised the amount of psychology they can put forward. Jericho might actually be the weak link here. Slow build it, and then let's do... Let's get a cheap win. We'll get a cheap win for the Briscoes because there's interference on Jay Briscoe. by Beretta and Mark Briscoe by Johnny Gargano. There we go. I think two face teams isn't gonna wield the it's not gonna yield the greatest results. But we'll see here. What'd you miss? Not much. A lot of dropped frames is what you've missed thus far. But I'm playing a text game, so it should be okay. Should be. You'll still be able to see what's going on. So if there's a lot of things that become jittery for you, I apologize. Because I think it's just going to be bad for a little while. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because my roommate's playing something online or what. I mean, I've pretty much gotten rid of all my downloads at this point. I don't think I'm downloading anything. I was downloading NBA 2K18, but that should be paused. So I'm guessing it has something to do with him playing online. Probably just takes up a lot of internet. Let me see here. I could probably squeeze in a couple more matches, I think. I think I can squeeze in a couple more matches. Let's do that, and then you have no ready to interrupt you. Is this where you go to 84 page rant insecticide gimmick? Oh my god. I need Kenny Omega. And I would like to have him in a one-on-one match because I don't think I've done that in a little while. He did a pre-show match at Dead Storm Rising and then something at Adrenaline. So he should have some sort of other match here. And it should probably be someone decently high up the card. Not totally high up, but decently high up. Omega Hollister doesn't work. Omega Tonga, Omega Sabe. Sabe wouldn't be too bad. Pete Dunne. We might do that, actually. How's the Adam Cole project going? He's way too low on the card compared to where he should be. I mean, where is he at? He's an opener, but, like, to be fair, it's mostly based on his overall, like, his popularity. As you see, it's like a 58 whatever. So if you look at like some of the other lower mid-carders, you see in 63, 65, 63. Yeah, I should probably bring some lesser guys in to kick his ass. Yeah, Matt Cage is losing some popularity over the course of time here. Shit. Who was it that I had again? Okay, it was Omega. Omega and Dunn, that's what it was. Matt Cage lost because he got beat by Cole. Let's see, where is Kenny? Kenny is gotta be, he's gonna be getting up towards the top. Let's see, Kenny Omega, Pete Dunne. Oh my god, how long could these two go? Probably a little while. Let's see, an 80 stamina. And an 80 stamina. 32% of my frames are dropping. This is ridiculous. 2%. I'd really like it to stop doing this. Dunn is mid-card for you. Yeah, he feels like a legit top guy. To be fair, he is fighting for the #1 contendership at the pay-per-view. He is in a potential #1 contender spot at the pay-per-view. So, even though it says mid-card, he is working his way towards upper mid. Like, potential main event spot. Let's give them 20. And... oh, Jesus. Let's give it to Dunn, actually. That's how I'll do that. We're definitely going to keep Kenny Omega strong, though. I think taking a loss on TV shouldn't hurt him too bad. We'll have him call it in the ring, too. The double 80 psychology should help. Slow build it as well. Him and Mark Andrews team for 3 years just to get done decent over. Turned done, now he's a solid force. Nice. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll just do a decisive win. And then we'll do botched interference. Maybe not botched interference. Distraction on Dunn by... let's do Hiromu. And we'll make it a flash pinfall. There you go. That's everything this match is going to be. Dunn's going to win. Omega's going to be kept strong. It's an open match. They're going to call it in the ring. They're going to slow build it decisively with a flash pinfall, so like a quick roll-up. And Takahashi's going to fail to try to distract him. Or he's going to at least distract him, but he's going to fail on that account. Oh, Mae Young Classic Finals? Yeah, it was good. It was solid. There seems to be like two different circle jerks going on, because I've seen people who are just like waifuing the shit out of Kairi, and then there's the other end of people going, yeah, fuck her, she doesn't know, blah 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 blah, and yeah, it's just like, there's no need for that. Oh god, I realized I just had... Okay, so that's going to be somebody else. I just realized I had Pete Dunne on the potential card twice. I just want to look real quick to see who could potentially take that over. People who might have a not have a match that they could run. All right, I'll give it to. Will I give it to Cage? Yeah. He'll be stuck on the pre-show again. Poor Matt Cage is just not gonna get on a pay-per-view anymore. Someone brought up Shayna looking like Bayley's meaner older sister. I guess I could see that. Oh, what should I do with this? All right, I have. Let's see. Let's do... Sorry, I have an idea. Okay, let's do a six-man, because I've got an idea then. Let's do... Heels over here. Let's do Hiromu, Nick Jackson, and Sonata. And over here... Shane Hollister, who's kind of feuding with them. And we need to give them a tag team. I say the Wolves. Let's do Hollister and the Wolves. Can't think of anyone else, potentially. Yeah, that might be pretty good. Hang on. Shane Hollister and the Wolves versus Los Ingobernables de Jackson. Is this ever really done? Train don't stop. I mean, this will be done like this whole deal will probably be done once the next TEW comes out. That'll be when this series is over. When the new one comes out and there's a solid real world mod from one of the trusted people. 57 minutes. I think anywhere within 20 should be okay. Will there be a new local to global? I'm not 100% sure. I can't port saves, but I did have the idea of basically doing a reboot of Hawkeye Pro for 2019 or 2020 or whatever it is. Yeah, because of the sheer amount of stuff added, which is weird because you can totally take an MDB file, but what I have for an idea is basically rebooting Hawkeye Pro. I keep the popularity that I had, but I get rid of everything else, including the roster, and I basically just start over from that point. That's my idea right now. I'm going to give Sonata the win here. We're going to keep Shane strong. In fact, we're going to keep their whole team strong. Shane, Davey, and Eddie. Open match it. So yeah, I'm not losing, quote unquote, my so that way I don't, quote unquote, lose my progress, but it's something that, like, I don't have to worry about trying to move everything over. I just take something fresh, reboot the whole thing, and then just kind of carry on. I think I would probably, like, I don't think I'd keep the history. I don't know. Like, I don't, like, if I get to, like, Anniversary 4, Anniversary 5 before the next one, I think the next anniversary wouldn't be 6. I think maybe even just to distinguish that, I would almost maybe make a new, like, some sort of new event or something. I don't think I would keep the history of it. I think I would try to make something new, just kind of keep it in name and popularity. Kind of like how Spider-Man reboots, but they have to constantly do an origin story just to kind of reintroduce the story to people. Like, I don't think the reboots ever mention, like, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. They just go like, this is the new Peter Parker, and go. Yeah, we have a dickload of time between then. Let's slow build and Tainted win. There we go. We'll give it 17, and we are at 76 minutes. I think Omega Dunn should main event. That should be about there. Briscoe's Goats can start off the show. I'm trying to think. This is a solid card. This is going to be a solid card. And I hope Omega Dunn does very well. I would have gotten something if the chemistry didn't work between Omega and Dunn. I think I would have been told. All right. So I need to build around this. So let's do Briscoe's Goats. Let's do Chris Jericho coming out with Kurt Angle. Entertainment. There I go, dropping more frames. I was doing really well for a bit there, but now it seems to have dropped a lot again. That's a shame. It seems like it's most of them. Like, when it works great. When it's not, it's garbage. That's sad, because it's only like at 1,000 kilobits per second, so it shouldn't. That's how garbage my upload speed is. It's really not good. Either way, let me see here. All right, the Goats are out for. Oh, hang on. For a skit. Oh my god. Oh my god, alright. Y2J celebrates the Goats' success with a Kurt Angle. This is your life segment. There we go. We're just gonna steal, like, it's a "This Is Your Life" segment. Which is interrupted. Interrupted by... Oh, God. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Whoops! I accidentally sticky keyed. No. Do I want to turn on sticky keys? No. I accidentally hit the shift too many times. Time. No. TS. Time splitters. There we go. Fuck it. Alex Shelley. Kushida. We'll give them a little bit of a dealio here. So we'll give this like 10 minutes. So I imagine like 8 of it is Jericho, This Is Your Life segment, and then 2 of it is the Time Splitters coming out and just berating them. Let's do Alex Shelley, Kushida, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Jay Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, and we're gonna throw Beretta and Johnny Gargano out there. Bully tells Jericho that it sucked and he should kill himself. Fantastic. So, selling Briscoe's This Is Your Life. Every single one of them is a cousin they had sex with. Selling. All the best sellers. Alright. No follow-up, no story. It's just a bunch of chickens, booze, and farms. And ODB. It's booze, chickens, farms, and ODB. Splitters attack the goats and Briscoes. Let's see. Beretta and Gargano ain't nothing to mess with. No. Beretta and Gargano out for save. But attack the down teams. But attack downed teams. Perfect. So we'll give that like 5 minutes, and I would say neutral on all accounts except for, let's see, Shelley, Kushida. They're going to take a little bit. They're going to take a little bit. Them and them. And a success is here. Alright. Cool. We're already 91 minutes in. We only got a half an hour of angles here. You know what I should do? You know what I need to do? I need to get to my product at some point and reorganize how my product looks. Because, okay, I think this is a simplified version because, like, I need to change my TV and event match times so that they can expect longer matches. Because I think I have it set to, like, 8, 12, and 18, or 8, 14, 18, something like that. When it's closer to, like... when it's closer to, like, 12, 18, and 22. Because it's like opening contest is generally a slightly smaller. When you get mid, it's generally like 18. And then the main is at least 20. ODB is just a mess. Marty Scurll, Matt Cage. Let me see this. Marty Scurll, Matt Cage. Let's see. Scurll cuts a promo on Sabe, but is interrupted by Cage, who is back from his finger injury. I guess that would almost be overness, but let's do like selling. And we'll give him we'll give Marty Scurll like 6 minutes of promo time. That should be good. So minor success, and I give that a pretty big success on his part. Sell the injury a little bit. There we go. We'll do Marty Scurll, Matt Cage, Sami Sabe. Scurll post-match goes to grab at Cage's fingers again, just as he looks to break them. Sabe comes in, Sabe saves. There we go. What a bastard. Should I try to use his overness? No, I might as well just use his selling. It's like one of the best things on him. So I'd say a minor success there, minor success, and we'll give him like a low injury risk. He's kind of getting beaten up a little bit, so that'll be a thing. Right about there. Let me see here. Let's do Shane Hollister. Who's he with again? The Wolves. So Davey, Eddie. Would it be better to just have them stand there and do nothing? That might be honestly the best case scenario for both of them. Talking's not their thing. And then he can talk. He talks, they just stand there and look pretty. It'll be perfect. Let's see here. So, minor successes all around for that. And we'll give it Hollister backstage talks LIJ. He looks forward to some retribution on them for the last several weeks. The last few weeks. There we go. Give it like 4 minutes to do his part. So they cheat to win. Sonata gets a victory there. Didn't I do... Okay, where did the DQ win come in? I think it was Briscoe's Goats, right? Alright, yeah. So it's a DQ, basically. Hollister and the Wolves. Let's see here. I want Shayna Hollister. Brother Ray, maybe? If I want to do that right now. Actually, let's do Shayna Hollister, Sonata, Hiromu, Nick Jackson. Selling. Let's see. LIJ celebrate their ill-gotten win and hightail it as Hollister is irate at them. So about 4 minutes there. I'd say they definitely have some successes underneath their belts for that one. Maybe a minor defeat. There we go. Omega versus Dunn. First, what I want to do, let's see, Shane Hollister, Brother Ray. I need to do Shane demands one of the members of the LIJ at Death Flag. Ray books Shane versus Sonata. Since Sonata was the one who did him dirty, that's what we will have happen there. I'll probably put something in between these right here. Like, we'll do a Pete Dunne promo. Dunne is focused on his main event match tonight and vows to beat Reynolds at Death Flag. Here we go. Just a quick little thing there. There's not a lot of time left. Let's do Kenny Omega, Pete Dunne, Alex Reynolds, Tama Tonga. Let me see how I want to build how do I want to build this angle? Because I'm definitely going to do like one more, probably do a couple more angles after this. I don't have a ton of time left. I got about 8 minutes, so I can put 4 here and 4 somewhere else, so I can do one more after this. LIJ scramble away as Dunn is leveled by Reynolds, who then is chased off by Tama walking to the ring. By Tama's walk to the ring. Good enough. So Omega scrambles out. He's selling. He's definitely selling. We'll do a low injury risk, I guess, selling, and then definitely overness, as he doesn't really do much. So minor success. I'd say a minor success here and neutral for the other two here. I wish I still had Tangle out. Yeah. That's alright. I didn't mention this, and I don't know how buried this is going to be for the people who don't, pay attention, who don't watch, like, the whole thing. But I am adding potentially one more title soon. Out of all the titles that I have, as far as my women go, I only have one woman's title. And I have a lot of women that I don't use that often, and I'm looking into potentially getting a at least half an hour tacked on. Maybe make it a 90-minute breakout. Maybe even 2 hours, depending on how many people I have. Did I watch that Iowa State game? I saw highlights of it after the fact, because I kind of forgot about it. Then I went over to a buddy's house, and he talked about it, and I ended up seeing highlights of it. It really was like one of those things that I was just like, holy shit, I can't believe they got that close. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I know. I forgot about it. I was busy. And then I went to one of my buddies' place who went to Iowa State. So he was like, yeah, did you hear about the game? And I was like, oh, all my shit is all Iowa all the time. How did I not? I got busy. I forgot. I was doing other crap. One more angle. Let me see here. Hang on. Let's do... God, how I want to do this. Okay. Brother Ray. How about Brother Ray just by himself? Brother Ray addresses the tag title situation and books a number one... Hang on. A three-way tag dance for the number one contendership. Yeah, there's out of time doing that, but I got it off, so I hope the other crap involved vaginas and cocaine. Cocaine, no. We'll put this... We'll put it like right here. That's probably good enough. Let's do that, and I think we're good. Ah, my eye. And yeah, I think we're ready to run the show. Cool. Fucking hot start. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, this is going to be a good show. I can feel it already in my bones. We're going to have a solid show ahead of us. So we start off sold out adrenaline showcase with the goats coming out, and This Is Your Life segment is one of the greatest. Hawkeye Pro did a This Is Your Life segment, and it's one of the greatest This Is Your Life segments in history of ever. Better than The Rock's, better than some of the ones we don't talk about that have been erased to time. But there you go, a 100 for Chris Jericho's This Is Your Life segment with Kurt Angle. That was interrupted by Alex Shelley and Kushida as they verbally run down Jericho to Angle and how aged they are. We're just going to ignore the fact that Shelley and Kushida are both almost 40. I think Shelley's almost 40, but... Your life was. That's what it is. It's not This Is Your Life, it's Your Life Was. Either way, holy shit. Alright. Briscoes carried the goats through a great match. Match suffered from a lack of psychology. That's weird. Like, everyone has pretty decent psychology, so... Oh well. Briscoes and goats, it pretty much ends in a non... Well, it does get a... Briscoes defeating the goats here. Beretta running in to attack Jay Briscoe. I'm pretty sure I meant to do a DQ. What did I put in the road agent notes? It's a cheap finish, so it should have been like a DQ finish. But either way, it doesn't say DQ specifically, but that's what I planned on. And look at this, by the way. The lack of psychology and the capped match length, and we still got an 87. Can you imagine what these four would have done if I gave them like 20 minutes? Jericho would probably be dead. But either way, we get the run-in by Beretta and Gargano. And Briscoes get the win over the goats, even if by DQ. And yeah, so Beretta and Gargano. Oh god, I forgot. I already had them out. I meant to do the time splitters coming out for this. God damn, I suck. Continuity error. Shit. I meant to do the time splitters coming out, and fuck it. So either way, the basis of it all is the time splitters and Beretta and Gargano, who I'm going by Reseda Vice. So it's kind of like Roppongi Vice, but We're getting a we get to take our own little shot at PWG for refusing to end this little hostility that they have against us. So fuck them. Either way, they beat up on the Goats and they beat up on the Briscoes, and we're pretty much good to go with that one. And there we go. Marty Scurll is out, and he runs down Sami Sabay going into his match here. Do it in Reseda. Yeah, if there's anything better than Reseda Vice, I'll take it. Do it in Reseda is kind of funny. I don't know if I want to do any more acronyms, though. I have so many... half my goddamn teams are acronyms at this point. But either way, Marty Scurll is out. He's cutting a promo on Sami Sabay. They, of course, have a match at Death Flag. It is interrupted by Matt Cage, who is back from his finger injury. He's still feeling the effects of it, though, as in about 14 minutes, Marty Scurll gets the win over Matt Cage after the graduation. I just realized I'm not 100% sure... Scurll's got a very simplistic finisher, doesn't he? It's the chicken wing. That wouldn't feel good to have that chicken wing applied to some broken ass fingers. Either way, Marty Scurll, it's the new school gimmick. Okay, that's... Yeah, I was gonna say, is that even before Villain? Is that like Party Marty days? Is that what his was that what his Party Marty finisher was? Either way, a decent enough match between them. It is. Oh my god. So I need to change that. Note to self. This is OG. Oh my god. From like his TNA boot camp days. So Scurll gets post-match. He goes to grab at Cage's fingers again to perhaps completely ruin one of his hands. And just as he looks to break them, Sami Sabay's music hits. He runs down to the ring and makes the save, kind of chases Marty Scurll off. Scurll gets away confidently, and there you get Sabay looking after Matt Cage as he stares down Marty Scurll. And then Brother Ray addressing the tag title situation. And he books... I didn't put the competitors in, I just didn't have enough space. But Brother Ray addresses the tag team turmoil that has been going on. And he books a 3-way tag dance for Death Flag to determine the number 1 contenders. I wonder if that's a thing, like 2v2v2. How do I... There we go, 2v2v2... elimination. There you go. A 3-way tag dance. And the teams involved will be the Goats. It will be the Briscoes. And it will be the American Wolves. Which, I think that basically just leaves out Bomb for Your Buck, who are already doing their own thing. And Reseda Vice, who literally just debuted tonight. So I think we're fine. So the Goats versus the Briscoes versus the American Wolves. 3-way tag dance. Number 1 contendership. Hawkeye Pro. Oh my god. I'm out of space. Hawkeye Pro tag. Jesus. There you go. Because of the high spot shows, you literally call Beretta and Gargano high spots. It makes sense in and out of kayfabe. The sort of best friends, the decent friends. Reseda hooligans. Oh my god. Yeah, Reseda Vice or Reseda. To be fair, like the hooligans name didn't even involve Beretta. Trying to think. Something. What could I do with the mild acquaintances? Something with the Dude Busters. We could do that. DIG. They're dig. Do it gorilla. That just sounds awful, actually. Oh my god. Let's see. Hollister's backstage and cutting a promo with Davey and Eddie. He looks forward to some retribution against LIJ for what is... Did I already just do the... No, I didn't do the tag. I did... Okay, yeah, we're fine. Do it, Gorilla. I love it. Oh my god. I'm not... Receipt of Ice, I think, is what I'm going to keep it as. Holy shit, 86. Very nice. Sonata, the weakest member. That actually makes sense. Hiromu's been doing quite well. Nick Jackson, for some reason, is just like wrestling Jesus. Davey and Eddie are great, and of course Shane is great. Johnny just awkwardly doesn't bring up his wife. So, solid 6-man tag. After a bit of cheating and a roll-up, Sonata gets the win over Shane Hollister using the ropes for leverage. And LIJ get a shocking roll-up victory over Hollister and the American Wolves. And so LIJ are celebrating their ill-gotten gain, their ill-gotten win, and they hightail it to the back as Shane Hollister is irate and wants some sort of retribution. He once again gets sort of cheated out of his ability to get a little bit of revenge on him. And we'll see where that goes. Pete Dunne is backstage. He's focused on his main event match tonight. He vows to beat Alex Reynolds at Death Flag. His vow, you know, he has his #1 contendership match, and he will get a measure of revenge on Alex Reynolds. They were supposed to have their match, of course, last month at Deadstorm Rising. That was called off, and now it's for the #1 contendership to the heavyweight title, and it's at Death Flag. But he also has his main event match tonight against Kenny Omega. Shane Hollister is in the back in Brother Ray's office. He demands one of the members of LIJ at Death Flag. He really does want that one-on-one match. And Ray books Shane Hollister versus Sonata for Death Flag. Here we go. Let's see here. Shane Hollister and Sonata. And to make matters a little bit better, LIJ banned from ringside. There you go. And we have a pretty stacked card right now. We've got a lot of shit going on here. We got like 8 guaranteed matches and Kenny Omega's Opportunity Trophy Open Challenge, and we don't even know who that's going to be. Well, okay, you guys don't know who that's going to be. Kenny Omega versus Pete Dunne did not as well as I thought. Something happened. What happened? What was the issue here? Can you give me the dirt sheet so I know? Uh-oh. I think it froze on me. Don't you dare. Okay. What happened? Booking decisions, low experience. What happened then? I gave him 20 minutes. Oh, stream's down. Yeah, stream should be fine. It's just going in and out consistently. I hate it, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Yeah, it's definitely a momentary lapse. Like I said, I'm literally dropping 1/3 of all my frames. It is ridiculous. So I'm perfectly I'm glad I'm only doing a text-based game right now, because I can sit on a screen and talk while, you know, it just kind of goes just fidgets a lot. And I'm not a big fan of the fact that this is happening, but I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. Either way, why is it only a 76? I wonder why it's only a 76. Like, they both got, like, it was literally booking decisions, which was Pete Dunne getting a roll-up win, which was still decisive. But, like, I feel like that should have been much bigger than it was. Oh, well. LIJ scramble away. Yeah, Pete Dunne, of course, getting the win over Kenny Omega, despite the attempted distraction by Takahashi. They get Kenny Omega out of there because they notice, while Pete Dunne doesn't, that Alex Reynolds has shown up and levels Pete Dunne from behind, starts kind of wailing on him. Tama Tonga starts shuffling down to the ring. I'd say not quickly. Maybe his music hits and he starts coming out with the belt, just kind of swagger walking. So he's just swagger walking out there, and that's how, yeah, they all came across well. So Tama Tonga tends to Pete Dunne as... I think I feel like I need to get a little less Pete Dunne face sitting in there. I need to back up his face a little bit. Because he's the one that's just got his face, then I put a little bit extra with everybody else, but yeah. So there you go. And we have the bit of a stare down here. Tama Tonga, Pete Dunne, Alex Reynolds, that whole ordeal to end the show. I use Marty Scurll far too much. I use Sonata far too much. Well, it's fine. Obviously, I'm cold choosing not to use his, which is, of course, fat piece of shit. Cool. While this is doing this real quick, alright. It did this. Let's do... Alright, so Kaz is left. We got a .69. Let's see what we got. 5'11", 497, 515, 5'11", 520. Alright. Upward and onward. We're doing quite well. That actually didn't rate as highly as I thought, and I think it's mostly the main event that really pulled that down. I don't know why that got a 76. I don't. Maybe it was the roll up. Maybe the fact that it wasn't decisive enough. It was a flash pinfall. I think if it was like a straight pin, it probably would have done better. But then again, I got an 87 out of a non-finish. Well, I guess it didn't end up being a non-finish, did it? I specifically put a cheap win, and I don't know if it did or not, honestly. So there we go. 1 second here. I'm just gonna mute this, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let my roommate know that I'm still dropping a third of my frames. I told him 20%. It's now up to 34%. So hang on. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah. My dropped frames officially at 34.1%. It's ridiculous. This is the most frames I've ever dropped, period. Like, I think last night was like a 5% drop rate, but this is something insanity. It's just, yeah, I don't know what to say. All I could say is I'm glad I'm doing a text-based game. He's back. Fix the table. I come in just in time to see the table get flipped, and you just stand there like, crap. Made some decent money, though. I need to make more decent money. Let's get to Breakout. The Sanctuary again. That might be an idea. What was it? Tri-State? Does that have the... No, Tri-State doesn't have the... Is it New England that has Massachusetts? We can go to Lowell again. How many people are they expecting? 1,800? I might just try to get... I might just do the Sanctuary just to try to get some... I mean, I'm on TV, so we'll get our popularity either way. I mean, yeah, we got up to 34s right now, so... It's pretty solid. I can just keep this going. I got no problem keeping this going and making sure we have some money to stay afloat. Return to booking shit-ass wrestling. Oh my god. 34.1% doesn't mean a whole lot when your game is basically a power... Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm really glad I'm just doing a text-based game, because, yeah, 34.1% isn't all that bad. If you could still see 2/3 of the frames, it's just when I do something like this, it's going to look way less smooth. It's going to look perfectly fine to the YouTube people, though. The ones that watch on YouTube just be like, no, it's perfectly fine. One sec here. Sorry, I was doing that. All right. Yeah, I'm eventually going to move this up to like 2 hours. And probably add a women's tag. And there's a few more women that... Because I got some developmental women that I'd like to use. And I'll have to get around to that. In fact, I might borrow one from developmental right now. I'll borrow her for a night. There we go. And we'll do that. Where's Kaylee Ray got? She's at a face. Evie's at a face. Alright. I want to put Evie and Kaylee Ray together. And they're going to face some tag team. Let's see. Heyman International. Oh, you know what? We haven't had Heyman International. We haven't had Mayu and Azumi wrestle in a while. Especially Mayu, man. There we go. Let's do 12 minutes. And we'll give it to Mayu, because that'll be helpful. Let's do open match. It's only 12 minutes, so not a lot to do here. Just a decisive win. Mayu is a couple of steps above Evie in this regard, so shouldn't be a big deal. And then let's see, maybe a one-on-one match, maybe something else. Let me see what I'll want to put in here. Either really hard or long enough to make the final boss indifference. God damn, those are some ugly women. Wow. Which one of them? Like, I gotta admit, this isn't the most flattering picture of Evie. This is probably the most flattering picture of Kaylee Ray and Mayu Iwatani. And Azumi's like 15, so... That's probably the best picture because that hides a lot of the neat acne that she has. Yeah, Azumi. She's like 13. No, she's like 15. She's been wrestling a couple years. Yeah, she's been wrestling at least like yeah, it's been about a year and a half at least. I think pretty sure she's like 15 now. Because I think she was 13 or 14 when I first started seeing her. Kaylee Ray looks very proud of her double wide. She's Scottish, so take of that what you will. The two Asian women just aren't pretty. No, of course not. I won't say anything about Azumi because she's underage. Hell, she's 16 here. This is a couple years later. Just a bad pick, yeah. But, I mean, you're also dealing with, like, some of the more attractive ones, like Io Shirai, which is a different type of picture, but Hikaru Shida and Kana and Kairi. And I guess Mia Yim doesn't really count because she's Korean, but Korean-American. Scottish people could have double wides, you right. That hurts well. Oh my god. God, what was I gonna do now? I lost track of what I was gonna do. Let's put Dash. Dash is gonna get a match against. Oh man. We're gonna grab someone from Leva Corp. Let's do. Kimberly might be an idea. Kimberly should do pretty well. And then Korean is Asian. Yeah, but she's not like, but she's not Japanese. That was the thing. I wasn't counting her because she's not Japanese. Like, oh yeah, Risa Nakajima as well, and Ayako Hamada. Which, to be fair, I took a fairly recent photo of Hamada, which isn't quite what she looked like when she was in TNA. And I find Dash to be cute too, so. A shill for an East Asian co-prosperity sphere. I know, he didn't say Asian, he just didn't say Japanese, he said Asian, I know. She's technically American, though. She's... it's Gail Kim, she's Canadian. Stop this. Hikaru Shida, then? God, I haven't booked her since Final Fight. Are there... who... I think just about everybody else has wrestled since then. Oh yeah, Mary Dobson was out, but we won't use her right away. Let's give this about Mayu Iwatani 2 disagrees. 14 plus another 18, or it'll be 21. That sounds good. Dash will get a win. Kimberly will take the loss. We will keep Shida strong. This is going to have to be the storytelling match. It's an open match, and it's a slow build and decisive. So that keeps Dash up there, which is good because we need to help get Dash up there. Kimberly is quite a ways down, and Hikaru Shida's kind of down there too. Favorite booking sprees, you just say, fuck it, getting a new Asian girl to play the injured one in a mask. The one and only time I've used Gail Kim was in a mask and pretending to be Mayu Iwatani for one night. Fantastic. Oh my god. I think that's about it. Cool. I think that should be pretty good. So we're going to start this off hot. Lady Beard coming out with Evie and Kaylee Ray. I don't think Kaylee Ray can... I mean, she's okay. Evie is okay. And Lady Beard is not great. He's okay. We're gonna really get them up, man. I'm going to give them all the promo time in the world to just really make something happen here. Lady Beard is out with Evie. And pumps her up. As well as introduce Kaylee Ray. There we go. Not until one gets plastic surgery to look like the other and do the Bella gimmick. Oh my god. So I'd say minor success. It's just a lot of success all around here. There you go. Let me see. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hang on. Heyman verbally runs him down because they are facing Heyman International, so that might help with the with that. Bring in Queen's Quest or Oedo Tai. Yeah, I mean, I've looked at some of them. The only downside to that is some of them aren't all that skilled, and I feel like 2 years ago, when I was much smaller, I would have brought them in very easily, but now I kind of have to bring them up. Like, they would be low tier people, because, you know, even some of the lowest tier, like, oh my god, I think even Azumi would be above in popularity some of the women's wrestlers that just haven't ever seen the U.S. or hardly ever been there. Because I have looked at Viper, I have looked at Chris Wolf, I have looked at Tony Storm, and it was just like, yeah, I've looked at them, and I might still bring a couple of them in, but skill-wise, they don't quite do what I would like them to. So, we'll see here. Paul Heyman. Mayu's out there, and Azumi's out there. They'll just stand there and look pretty. As pretty as they can. Heyman cuts a promo about Heyman International and also runs down the new girls who will be in Io's way. This is what happens when you're in a stable with female Brock Lesnar, is you're gonna have to play second fiddle to her. Let's see. Dash Chisako, Kairi Hojo. Let's see. Entertainment. Dash is down about losing last week, but Kairi encourages her for her match tonight. There we go. Here's that. And then Dash, Kimberly, Hikaru Shida. Let's do Kairi, Io, and we'll do Brittany Knight. Kairi is found attacked by Io backstage, who still is beating her up. Knight is near and pulls her off. Oh. Pulls away. There we go. Sex appeal. That really, if there wasn't such a, like, Brittany Knight would be great for that if there wasn't such a hard cap on sex appeal related segments. If I could get 100s through sex appeal, I would be just doing that. Io only a 71. Kyrie only a 70. Whatever. There we go. Let's do that let's do that about here afterwards. Adult Night, Brittany Knight sex appeal, adult film star, interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, you do get to see her oh yeah, her adult film star gimmick. Oh, you know what I didn't do any of last week or I didn't do this week for Adrenaline? I didn't do anything Tozawa and Shibata related. Don't think I did. Seems to overlap with cuteness. Yeah, that's a very good point. They do have the cuteness factor. Have you seen Io's ass though? If you have not, I have some links for you. And my copy of the weekly Playboy Japan that she was in. Okay. What was I doing? Right. Let's see. Mick Foley. Ashley Flair. Entertainment. Let me see. Split the different. Yeah, attractive but not a walking sex symbol. That's a very good. It's a very good idea. Yeah, very much cute. That's what needs to be in like TEW 2019. Is like their waifu grade. Like if you're a Japanese female wrestler, you immediately get like a waifu grade. Oh yeah, I know that's not her shoot name, but I mean that was her indie name, so I'm just going by her indie name. Considering there's already a Saraya Knight on the indies. Which is of course her mom. I could do like Saraya Knight Jr., but hang on. Flair's upset at Foley for not keeping control. Foley will settle it next week as Knox and Knight settle it. Foley will settle it as Knox and Knight. Come in. Just trying to console. So we'll do Becky Knox, Brittany Knight. I guess they could do their entertainment, can they? I don't know if her skill should be that high, but yeah, sure, let's go with that. And yeah, about 4 minutes, I'd say. Minor successes all around. Whoops. There we go. That'll be how we finish, but I do want to do a couple more angles. Let me see. Oh my god, I haven't done anything with Kana and Mercedes Martinez. Let's put Mercedes Martinez out there. And who should she... maybe Lufisto? I wonder if I can filter this out. Maybe Mary Dobson? Is her selling pretty good? Her selling's alright. There we go. Mercedes is out with Dobson in tow. She promises to show what she will do to Kana at Death Flag, but refs Do Takata. Refs, stop. Assault. There you go. Just a nice little... I don't know why I said nice little angle. Like that's totally what's happening here. I don't know if Mercedes Martinez can talk too much. No, she's not the greatest. That's all right. We'll put it earlier in the in the show. It should be okay. We'll do it after the. We'll do it right there. That should be good. See, this is why I'm thinking of adding an extra half hour. Because, like, how much of my women's roster am I not using right now? Like, who the hell isn't booked tonight? Nakajima, Hamada, Rush, Havoc. There's stuff with Havoc I'm planning on doing. This is why I am planning on bringing in like not a ton of extra people, but a few, so I can at least move, put some other stuff in there. Jade Knight. Oh yeah, that'd be another thing. And I think we're good then. Cool. Let's go to this. Wow. Okay. Oh, sorry. One sec. I accidentally pulled the headphone cord right out of my headphones. Herpaderp. Lady Beard was very underwhelming. That was Paul Heyman was the real star. That's not shocking whatsoever. Lady Beard did as good as he could do. But Lady Beard comes out to talk up Evie, and they bring out Kaylee Ray. And so Evie and Kaylee Ray are teaming up tonight. And they'll be taking on Heyman International. So Paul Heyman kind of interrupts the whole proceedings to run them down and let them know the greatness of Heyman International. They do the match. Mayu Iwatani, head and shades above everybody in terms of performance. Jesus, she can still probably pull off something close to like main event style match, or at least main event for the women's. If she can pull off an 80, that's there it is. Hip flexor strain. Uh-oh, that's not good. Azumi's hurt. Heyman International, Mayu Iwatani gets the win against Kaylee Ray for that. A strain doesn't sound too bad, though, so that might be okay. So, Azumi's hurt, but she's still there with Heyman and Mayu as Heyman runs down the new girls, i.e. Brittany Knight and Becky Knox and Ashley Flair, and saying that the new girl, they're going to be in Io's way on her way to the women's championship. And we move on from that to Dash Chisako in the back. Kairi Hojo's there. Dash is a little bit down with her loss to Mercedes Martinez last week, but Kairi Hojo continuing to encourage her and encourages her tonight for tonight's main event match. And we get Mercedes Martinez coming out. I probably should have put it even earlier. Mercedes comes out with Mary Dobson, who is making kind of her big return from injury. She was injured for a couple of months there. Comes back, and she is going to use Mary Dobson as an example of what she will do to Kana at Death Flag. She beats on her a little bit, but before she can get real bad with it, refs come in to stop the assault, and Mercedes Martinez leaves her laying there. Tonight's main event, Dash Chisako, Kimberly, and Hikaru Shida in a three-way dance. And Dash Chisako getting the win here, carried the match. 85 for Dash, holy shit. Oh, I'm smelling some top-level matches coming on. So yeah, in 18 minutes, Dash Chisako gets Kimberly and carried that match to what it was. And yeah, so gets a win there, gets a decent reaction. And there you go, Dash making up for last week with her loss to Mercedes Martinez. We go to the back and we find that Kairi Hojo has already been beaten up. It's basically a beating in progress by Io Shirai, who's been assaulting people every week thus far. Brittany Knight comes in, notices it, and kind of tears Io Shirai off of her, and kind of gets her away. Io looked like she was about to hit Brittany Knight, but decided she wasn't going to do anything to her. How long is it going to go? It's probably just this week, because the pay-per-view stream in and of itself, like, it's 4:45 now. I'm probably going to, as much as I hate to have it only be like an hour 45 or so, I might just do that, considering I streamed also last night as well. And I'm probably going to stream tomorrow because of NBA 2K18. So I'll do this week, and then, around this time next week, I'll do my pay-per-view stream, because that in and of itself is going to be like 2.5 hours, because a pay-per-view takes me like at least an hour to do. It's insane. I love the intricacies of TEW, but god damn does it take a while to book if I'm doing something like this. Any idea of the day for the pay-per-view stream? Tuesday, probably. Because the way it usually works is like it's usually like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and like Saturdays or Sundays, and I probably won't do it that soon. So I'll probably do it like on a Tuesday and just make it its own thing, like its own long ass stream. And I know it's going to be long because I'll get to the end here. I'll get to the end of the show real quick. So yeah, kind of stares down Brittany Knight, just chooses not to really do anything about that. God damn, I knew that was going to happen. Ashley Flair is backstage. She's upset at the complete chaos that has happened at the hands of Io Shirai. She does face her at Death Flag, so she get a little bit of retribution on that. Becky Knox comes in. She's, consoling her, as well as Brittany Knight, who kind of chased off Io Shirai. And, Mick Foley will settle it next week. We'll have something with Mick Foley to deal with when it comes to Heyman International next week in the lead up to Death Flag. And 78, I'll take it. I don't think it's been quite as good as we've been doing, but yeah. I won't even likely be home till like 11 here, 10 p.m. Yeah, I mean, I don't get off work till midnight anyway, so. And then I like to, make sure I get some basic stuff done. All right, so now that the show's over, yeah, I will say this week has been kind of quiet on the front of things happening, but I feel like next week and moving into March, that's when things are going to just, like, knowing some of the things that are coming up, like contracts and such, it's just going to be like, it's going to be crazy. Okay, so she's just working through it. That's fine. That's great. 16-year-old girl, and she's already got her first injury. My first injury. 0.73. Jesus Christ. So, a pair of weak shows. So, the momentum went down from, I think, like a 90 or a 91. Prestige is still up, so that's good. Made a little bit of money. We'll get to the next week here. I don't know if anything's going to pop up, actually, this week. But I do know that there are a few people very close to their 28 days. What in my settings makes it so no one has a gimmick when they show up? Probably just the mod in and of itself. I think that's the key. Is that if the mod maker didn't have them with like default gimmicks, then that's probably what it was. That's what I assume. I don't think there's anything specifically for me to do, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, she only wants less than $1,500 a month. Beretta has morale issues. Oh well. Where's the backstage? Yeah, Beretta, Maya Iwatani. But hey, Io Shirai's not a terrible influence, and Evie's not a terrible influence anymore. So hey, that's perfectly okay. Still got that nice, crispy 100 backstage rating. I don't know if any of the little news pieces are going to come in right now. I guess we'll see what happens. But Yeah, as far as I know, there's not anything specifically in the settings. It might just be if the mod maker decided to give them some sort of default gimmick, they might come in with that. But if they didn't set that, then might not be a thing. Interview with El Generico. Oh no. I like how he put the mask on just so he could. He lets slip that he dislikes his first match with the new promotion. It means he always underperforms badly. Oh, well. Well, we've got that all out of the way for him already, so. I'm trying to see if there's anything. The Amazing Red won the Global Force. Global Champ? Oh, my God. Amazing Red is representing Global Force? Oh, there's two of them. Oh, boy. And then Next Gen. Amazing Red is the Next Gen champion, too. Bollywood Boys. Oh. What's their selling at? No, their selling should be higher than a 52. The selling should definitely be higher. I guess, that's what happens with the... Santana Garrett would be another good one. I might have to at least shortlist her and think about it. Santana Garrett wouldn't be too bad. He put the mask on so you wouldn't know he was shooting. You use Real World Chronicles? I mean, to be fair, I used an older version of Real World Chronicles because I used one from when he first put it over to TEW 2016, and that might not have saved things. I don't know. Because I started the 2016 version of this like May 2016, I think was the one I've been using. I believe that's what it was. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Jake Roberts is announced to be retiring from the wrestling business in 1 month. But contract? Like, I'd love to... Okay, now I'm a little worried. Because I've only got one road agent right now, and that's Mick Foley. Well, I've got two road agents. But if he leaves, then he's got... I don't know. Does that mean he's leaving? Like, he's in the middle of a contract. Is that a thing that can happen? I don't think okay, I gotta say, I've never had this happen. So I don't know. But if he leaves in a month, but he's still got over 2.5 years left on a contract... Like, it's one thing, because I got him to wrestle one more time, so he's a retired wrestler now. But I can't, like, convince him to stay, like, in the wrestling business. He's leaving the business 1 month left. You can try to convince him not to. I was going to say, like, I don't... How do I do that? Do I... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I actually try to talk him into staying. A negotiation? He's made it clear he'll be leaving when his current deal expires. I guess we'll find out in a month. I guess we'll find out? I don't... Yeah, because he's not wrestling anymore. I can't deal with him contract-wise. It'll be a decision that pops up. It looks like he's just made his decision already. Looks like there's not anything to decide. I'm going to do one more day just in case. And then it looks like maybe everything else will be for next week. The pay-per-view week is gonna be crazy. I gotta be honest though. Like, Blackout next month is also gonna be crazy. I'm kind of excited. This is why I need to move Breakout up, by the way, because I want to implement more storylines, and I feel like I'm just throwing some random shit together. And I can also maybe throw more matches in that way, too. It'll give me the opportunity to do that. And give people the opportunity to actually wrestle. Jessica, crazy. Let's see, Dash Wilder staying with NXT. I could have gotten Dash Wilder. Be fair, Scott Dawson probably wasn't going to be around for that much. Let's see. You could try to convince this is where you could let him go, but you have the opportunity to try not to do that later. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens there. We made a little bit of money, so I think we're actually going to do pretty good. I that we're going to be in the... I think we're actually going to make a... well, I guess it depends on the child company. This might be losing me a bunch of money. I don't know. I got to be honest. I'm not sure. It's probably. I would say it's a probably, if I had to be honest. Because we're running, like, what, 3 shows a week? 2 shows a week? Where's my schedule? Running 2 shows a week. They scheduled a pay-per-view, like an event. So, sure. We're at least still in 16th. We got that, and we are just a few days out in our schedule from Death Flag. You got the New Japan stuff. Matt Hardy's going to be gone that last a couple weeks from there, which is fine. So there you go. We got Adrenaline Breakout and then the big pay-per-view event. Keep the dev at 1 show. It's going to cause them to use talent and cost you money. I'll be fine. I don't think it's costing me that much money, so I'd rather them move quicker. I'd rather them have more matches and develop a little bit faster. Because if you see here, the first month that they ran, they cost me $84,000. So, I mean, that's not bad. Could have been much worse. But the quicker they start, the quicker they do that, the quicker I can maybe actually potentially make some money. And the quicker they might actually start, like, developing. Because they've had plenty of matches to make it work. So... yeah, I mean, it's going to lose me some money, but I think I'm just keeping my head afloat enough at this point I could be okay. We'll see. I think I'll be fine with 2 shows a week. But there you go. All right, how much money did I... Yeah, I made about another 75, 80. That's good. I'm making some money. But, yeah, I'm risking it. I'm keeping the risk there because I'm in a decent enough financial position. I don't feel like I have to worry that much. So, I think I'll be okay. But either way, I think that will do it for me. We'll have the pay-per-view week the next time I do this. So we'll have that to look forward to. And yeah, I need to get right back into downloading NBA 2K18 so I can play the crap out of that tomorrow and hopefully not have internet issues leading up to playing that. It does seem like it might have been directly tied to my roommate playing Destiny 2 online because it doesn't look like I've dropped frames in quite a while. So I think that might be what it was. But I won't really say that to him because I know he needs to talk to our internet service provider about it. But either way, yeah, I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. Got a lot of stuff already booked for that. We're doing pretty good on that regard. And then onward and upward, I've been working my ass off. Maybe not this week, but definitely last week. And a little bit this week on getting the Grand Prix stuff taken care of. So I'm like weeks in advance for that. But I'm pretty much already there where I already know the competitors and everything. And I have all that crap set up. So that'll be nice when we get to April. So we got about 5 weeks there. So there we go. Thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. And coming and chatting and being a part of this. And those of you who watch this on YouTube, you of course didn't see any drop frames, which by the way, it's text-based anyway. So I mean, what are you gonna miss? Either way, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for continuing to watch. Like I said, next week is the pay-per-view week, and we'll have some stuff there as well. It's going to be a long week because I feel like there's going to be a lot of other stuff I'm going to have to work with as well. So, yeah. Man, all right, so I am ready. I'm ready to call it good and get to some other stuff. So, yeah, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow with 2K18 coming out. I don't know what I'll do specifically, but sure. We'll do something. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you guys later.